tip-off goes to Cleveland. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets double every single time. Garland with the bucket.
Well, nice rise and fire from range by Darius Garland. The three-point shot so highly valued.
Basket good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. And the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lillard's got 5.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
Garland the pass to Allen. Mitchell wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And so here's Cleveland. Allen, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Allen. Lopez with the steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Allen with it. Guarded now by Jackson. For 3, Mitchell. Another 3 for Cleveland.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Okoro. And they're on the break. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo to stop the run. And the Bucks miss again. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. 6-point game. And here's Garland for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Lillard, right side, from outside the arc, trains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Garland against Lillard. Garland with the bucket.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Lopez, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Mitchell finds Mobley. In the corner, Okoro with it. Kicks it out to Garland. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 8.
Shot ready, we call it, folks. Darius Garland takes the pass, immediately gets into his jump shot.
From deep, Giannis. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson from long range. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Now, here's Okoro, defended by Middleton. Okoro kicks to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Allen with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mobley. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 5. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the right wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Takes a 3. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Isaac Okoro out there with George Niang. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Strus in at the 1. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Strus kicks to Niang. Screen by Niang. And LeVert, here we go. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled. That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score it, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Strus finds Niang, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Strus passes to LeVert. And here is Okoro. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. LeVert in the corner. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
Back to Portis. Pass to Connaughton. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Jared Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Garland in for Max Strus. Garland the pass to Niang. Middleton against Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
It's LeVert on the wing. Garland against Lillard. Puts up a 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For the finish. And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
There's Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Darius Garland.
With the assist.
For 3, Middleton. It's good from long range.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Stolen by Middleton. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that game time. Hey, David, thank you. Allen, that's good.
Well, you like to see Jared Allen play to his strength. Just terrific at cashing in on the interior.
Mitchell against Lillard. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Evan Mobley's checked in for the Cavaliers. Okoro comes in for Karis LeVert. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Down low, a kick out to Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mobley's got 5.
Okay, quick shooting from the big fella. Mobley knocking in the jumper.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Giannis inside. Covered by Mobley. Excellent D there from Allen. Outside Garland. Back to Mitchell. Stolen by Middleton. The shot, no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cavaliers on top. They lead by a bucket. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. They've got Gary Trent. Pat Connaughton is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's right in at the point. And Okoro throws it down.
What an incredible athlete this guy is. Okoro rises up and finishes with force.
Here's Wright, and he drives in, and the shot goes in. Wright's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 37 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
And here's Trent outside. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. Garland kicks to Mitchell. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight. Prince, the pass to Trent. Back to Prince. Now, White. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
There are very few guys who can match the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell. How quickly does he get off his feet?
Trent outside. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start today. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 2. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Allen's checked in for Thompson. Karis LeVert comes in for Isaac Okoro. Max Strus is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Three-pointer LeVert. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Allen kicks to LeVert. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, the confidence level you can see in Karis LeVert to catch and shoot. It hits his fingertips and he's ready to roll.
Middleton can't get it to go. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. LeVert with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. LeVert's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Jerome. Kicks it out to Allen. LeVert in the corner. Allen inside. Lopez is there. Back to LeVert. Inside. Here's Allen. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson comes in for Jared Allen. And it's George Niang in for Ty Jerome. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
You know this. If you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Thompson passes to LeVert. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock at 6. Niang kicks to Strus. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks trail by 5. Middleton left side. Jackson dishes to Middleton. Giannis, that's a two-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Giannis has got 9 points.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the rejection by Jackson. Lillard with it. He's got 13. That ties the game. 16 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And as we...
It's the fourth quarter.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Well, Cleveland shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting it. Mobley is out there with Tristan Thompson. Then there's George Niang. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Strus in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer, LeVert. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. So they take the lead. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
LeVert the pass to Thompson. Back to LeVert. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lillard from outside bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 19 points.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
A kick out to Mobley. Mobley a screen on Lillard. LeVert finds Strus. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Karis LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Team foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen's checked in for Thompson. Okoro comes in for George Niang. Mitchell, he's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Karis LeVert. Garland kicks to Mobley. Back to Garland. Mitchell outside. Outside Garland. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Lillard, right side. There's the triple. Garland with the rebound. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Here's a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's Allen. Good work there as it goes. Allen's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Boy, that's a little bit of toughness and concentration. Jared Allen under duress of the defense. Nicely done.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets. Nice work to get it inside and drop.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Most game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the previous play. Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Knocks down the three ball.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Gives it out to Garland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Mobley. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Cavaliers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. We're of 9. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Lillard. To the middle. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in. I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Garland with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
Giannis out of the boom ball. His second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. For three, Mitchell. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreak.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And the pressure just doesn't get to Middleton. In fact, he embraces it, loves the opportunity to take the big shot.
Lillard misses. Onto the Kumbo with the steal. Fast break. Milwaukee takes the 3. He can't get that one. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall.
backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Now here's Garland. The 3 is up. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. In transition, here they come. Okoro with the ball. Tatum's there. Mobley down low. Defended by Porzingis. They get it back. Out to Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Okoro with the ball. Defended by Brown.
Great positioning and timing by Brown. Using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
5 on the clock. Here's Mitchell. Okoro outside. Takes the 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. White with the steal. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 5 points.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
They set the pick. Here's Garland. There's the drive. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move like... Where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
White can't hit.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Allen with a screen on White. Pass to Garland. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Okoro. They grab their own miss. Here's Allen. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And that was just fantastic balance from Allen right there. Taking the contact well and just fighting through it all.
And the free throw, no good. Boston trailing. Here they come with numbers in transition. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Celtics trail by 4. White for 3. He drops it from range.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Here's Holiday. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Tatum from long range. Donovan Mitchell with a board. And here comes the break. Fires for 3. On target from range.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Pass to Holiday. Tatum with it. Now here's Brown. Holiday surveying the floor. Tatum passes to Holiday. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth plays.
And Mobley gets it to go.
exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Tatum. 5 points in the game. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Three-pointer Holiday. Mobley grabs the board. And Mobley's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're leading by 8. Outside Garland. Back to Mobley. And it's good. 2 points. Mobley's got 7.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the floor for Boston, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. From deep, Strus. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists in the game. Garland against Holiday. Tatum from long range. Thompson pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Let's go with a 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
Pass to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Oh, count it! Tatum hits from way out.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Thompson. Back to Nie from behind the arc. They get it again. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board, and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And stolen by Porzingis. White to pass to Holiday. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Garland for 3. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
Three-pointer Holiday. Thompson pulls it in.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Celtics trail by 17. Right side Brown. Porzingis passes to Brown. Porzingis with a screen on Garland. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Holiday's got 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's the pick. Here's Okoro, defended by Brown. The 3. Okoro, no good. Boston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Holiday passes to Tatum. And here's Brown, defended by Nie. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. And here's Tatum. Brown with a screen. Lets it fly. Tatum can't hit. The Cavaliers lead by 14. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Holiday against Garland. They set the screen. Three-pointer. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself, but now he wants to keep everybody involved.
Now Garland, 10 points for him. Drops in the 3. 13 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the story for Cleveland. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Wade in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers lead by 17. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
He buries it from 3.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And the Cavs shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. LeVert outside, pass to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Counted from distance. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Here's Pritchard. He's checked by LeVert. And stolen by Mobley. Here's Wade. Here's Allen. Pass to LeVert. Mobley outside. Fires for 3. Hauser grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pritchard, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Celtics trail by 19. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. Pritchard's got his second basket on the night.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And here's LeVert for 3. He can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Tillman. Here's Springer. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
The drive by Mobley, and that one good. Mobley's got 9. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Left side, Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Horford pulls it in. Celtics trail by 16. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Tillman. Three-pointer off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Another shot. Boston pulls it in. Here's Springer. Boston again missing. Cleveland leading by 16. Outside Mitchell. Here's Wade. And another miss by Cleveland. The Celtics shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Pritchard's got 9 points here in the second half. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting around 50% in the game so far. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. It's LeVert on the wing. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Drives to the hoop, and Mitchell with the slam.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Boston, the core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Okoro passes to Allen. Now Garland. He's covered by Holiday. Back to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, the length of Allen is exceptional, helping him reach past the defense and jamming it home.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavs. Niang comes in for Evan Mobley. Strus the pass to Thompson to the left side wing. Thompson a screen on Tatum. Here's Niang driving inside.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, the long arms of Tatum. Man, do they come in handy on the glass.
Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Okoro. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Drills it from deep.
Terrific night for Holiday so far, and I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easiest nastier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Thompson. Garland against Holiday. Garland, the pass to Strus. White with the steal. And they're pushing it up. He's all alone. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to White. Tatum a screen on Strus. White for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. White with the steal. Now here's Holiday. The three-pointer off the mark. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To the middle. White with a steal.
2 minutes remaining.
Going all the way to the rack.
2 minutes.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either. Garland with the ball. Mobley deciding where to go with it. Pass to Strus. Nice D from Tatum.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Cavaliers.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Donovan Mitchell.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
There's Tatum with the 3. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Outside Holiday. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Garland for 3. Offensive rebound, Niang. Out to Mobley. Fires the 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. White for 3. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they...
Eastern Conference, Greg, in this one feels like there's a little extra buzz in the air. Do you feel it?
Oh, Kevin, it's almost that postseason feel, right? High expectations for both of these teams. A great opportunity to lock in and kind of get a barometer for where you are against a playoff-level opponent.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Holiday, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. No good that time.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's Boston with it after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. When for about a decade, the Bucks had virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar, and these guys have been contenders ever since.
Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. For the 3. Boston again missing. Holiday's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. Drills it from outside. Holiday's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Celtics.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Nobody near Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And Lillard wasting no time getting 3 back.
Out left to the wing. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Count that bucket.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk to Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And Tatum launches it from deep, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. Out to Porzingis. Brown the pass to Tatum. White looking around. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Brown. And here's Giannis from outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Holiday with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Fairly efficient from the three-point line. Holiday can punish you from the arc.
Fades away. And it's Damian Lillard with the 3.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Out to White. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Boston with the triple.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Antetokounmpo, no good. For Boston, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Here's the 3. A second chance effort. Porzingis finds Brown. Here's Tatum. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Anticipation and length makes Giannis a great shot blocker.
Boston's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. The Bucks trail, taken away by Holiday. And stolen by Lillard. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Jackson down low. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Drew Holiday has been on display for the Celtics. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement. That's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the floor for Boston. The guards are Pritchard and White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Inside Tatum.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now here's Jackson. Middleton on the wing. Rebound, Boston. Brown's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum on the wing. Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Pritchard, still yet to score, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston ball. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Tatum. Here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Brown jams it in.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
Lillard from outside. And Tatum pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Tatum finds Porzingis. Yes, that goes in. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Lillard from outside. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really what helps him get going like this.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Jackson. The kick out to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Giannis. Outside, Porzingis. Off target from 3-point range.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Celtics leading by 3. Round the pass to Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum no good. Milwaukee's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Boston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Snatched away. White goes in. Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Shoots the 3. Busted. No good that time either. Bucks trail by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Giannis outside. The big man. Giannis with a nice touch.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Round with it. Inside. Porzingis. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Prince. Gary Trent is out there with Wright. Then there's Pat Connaughton. And it's Portis in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Springer. Lets it go with the 3. The shot will not fall. Knocked loose. Now here's Wright. He's guarded closely. Pass to Trent. Back to Wright. Drills the baseline jumper. Wright's got the first points of the second half here for Milwaukee. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 1.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Wright, the pass to Portis. And Wright kicks to Connaughton. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Trent passes to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Prince. Portis sets the pick for Prince. Knocks down the 3-ball. Prince has got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Here's Hauser. Drives to the hoop. Prince grabs the miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And that one's good from Connaughton.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Celtics trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To the left side wing. Here's Pritchard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 8 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Springer. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It's a tight one. Neither team really able to create any separation.
Portis for three. Tillman grabs the miss. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Poked loose. The Bucks trail. Fast break, Milwaukee. Beyond the arc. Pass to Connaughton. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple. Connaughton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here he goes. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Little resistance against that throw down.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Drew Holiday is checked in for the Celtics. Good on the triple. Portis has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And Portis got that shot off really quick.
Holiday against Wright. The shot by Holiday, no good. Pulls up for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that time.
Connaughton passes to Wright. Connaughton sets a screen for Wright. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Connaughton driving the lane.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside Holiday, rebounded by the Bucks. Prince has got his 4th rebound in this one. Trent kicks to Portis. Kicks it out to Prince. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
When he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
That shot is off. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. For Milwaukee, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range.
Let's go.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics trail by 7. On the floor for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question, Kevin, but for Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. I mean, he has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career.
Back to Porzingis. Lopez with the steal. Over in the corner, Lillard. The Bucks working the ball around. Middleton for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. White, good.
Yeah, you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Lillard looking around. Middleton finds Lillard. Rebounded by the Celtics. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Holiday to take the lead. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Middleton can't get it to go. Boston trailing. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Lillard outside. The tray. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Brown outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Lillard outside. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Launches it. Rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. The 3 from Tatum. Connects from three-point range. It's a tie ball game.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Jackson against Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. Pass to White. The 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Lopez outside. Jackson against White. Shot clock at 5. And here is Lopez. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Nice. That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum taking it in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive with his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never. The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And you know what? Smart foul. We got to try and extend the game.
Holiday against Lillard. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And here's Tatum for 3. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball. All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
and runs through the front court.
You're exactly right, B.A., and I think that's where the game's going to ultimately be decided. I mean, we have to see which set of these bigs is going to impose their will, not just offensively, but defensively, too.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. Pass to Lopez. From outside, off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. The 3 ball. And Lopez with the 3.
Part of Brook Lopez's value is his ability to space the floor, especially as a big guy.
Back to Okoro. Takes the 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Mobley grabs the board.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Okoro outside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Allen's got some old-school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
To the paint. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Allen's gotten his second bucket of the game. Double team on Lillard. Jackson outside. Off target from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Mitchell. Okoro outside from deep three-point land. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Middleton, the scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Garland finds Mitchell. Lets it fly. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Garland with the ball. From deep, Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Here's Lillard. After the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. To stop the run, knocks it down from distance.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Now here's Mobley, and Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Okoro. This one for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Antetokounmpo has got 5.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
From the arc. Mitchell misses. The Bucks trail by 5. Beyond the arc. Jackson outside. Pass to Middleton. Here's Lopez. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo for 3. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And Mitchell with the slam.
The fast break opportunity isn't wasted on Mitchell. His quickness, a big part of his success.
Out to Lillard. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be Evan Mobley. It's his first trip to the line.
Yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Knocked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Garland. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks.
It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Oof. That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Middleton and Giannis, the longtime forward duo. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Lopez in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. The Cavaliers lead by 8. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. The shot by Lillard, no good. For Cleveland, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The drive by Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Middleton from the outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Lets the 3 fly, and the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 5 points.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Lillard passes to Middleton. There's a screen. Antetokounmpo for 3. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Strus. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. And the Cavaliers lead by 12. Lillard against LeVert. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. Yes, sir! You can count on Dave from deep.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
It's Middleton on the wing. He shoots it, and he drains the quick shot. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Middleton, known as a very capable jump shooter, and what makes him so is the great confidence he has in his stroke.
Left side, Garland. To the middle. Here's LeVert. No good there. Good D by Middleton.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Garland with the ball. Middleton covering. The offensive rebound. Out to Mobley. Pass to LeVert. From deep three-point range. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Lillard can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Mobley. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Giannis stomps in and hammers it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander. Beautiful play design, well diagrammed. Anytime you get a dunk off an inbounds play, you know your strategy is on point.
And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, great vision. I mean, this is where Garland takes it to another level offensively.
Cleveland leading by 9. Thompson outside. Shoots from the elbow. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. Lillard deciding where to go with it. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 9 points. Garland for 3. Knocks down the long J. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And so that's the end of the first half. The Cavaliers on top. They lead by 6. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Evan Mobley really making a difference here.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court for the Cavaliers, we've got Jared Allen. George Niang out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Max Strus, and it's Mitchell in at the 2.
You know, because Allen is so quick with his feet getting out of setting the screen, it makes him hard to guard in the pick and rolls.
Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Pass to Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Mitchell with the ball, and Connaughton picks him up defensively. Mitchell down low.
And standing just 6'1", amazing how effective Mitchell is attacking the paint.
Stolen by Strus. Here's Mitchell. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And here comes Cleveland. It's been 8 unanswered for them. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Mitchell's got 7 points for the quarter. Pass to Portis. It's Prince on the wing. The 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And Portis with the layup. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
Excellent positioning by Portis, setting himself up to save that play.
And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
The 3 from Mitchell. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And here's Wright from the arc. And there's Wright. That one's good. And the assist from Trent.
You know, guys like Wright, the energy he brings is contagious and good for the whole team. He never lets up, always going full throttle.
Okoro is checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers lead by 12. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell gets it to go off the bounce.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Prince with the bucket. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From deep, Mitchell. Right with the board. Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds in the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see. And your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that."
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. The 3 from Okoro. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Okoro's got 11 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
On target from range.
Now, that is huge when Wright is connecting from deep. It really spreads the floor for him and his teammates.
Mitchell on. Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Cleveland leading by 11. Takes it inside. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
For 3, Mitchell can't get that one to fall. The Bucks shooting only 42%. Trent for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Puts up a deep 3. Pass to Mitchell. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And he can't jam it through. Connaughton, right side. And here's Portis. Back to Connaughton. Got it off in time. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Lillard passes to Jackson. Connects from downtown.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Garland. Lillard pulls down the board. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 9. Count it.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And the foul on Brook Lopez. That's his first foul. Merrill, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell.
In for the Cavaliers, number 5.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Garland, no good. And here's Milwaukee now. Lopez with it. He's picked up by Merrill. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside to the wing on the left. Lopez, a good look. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Thompson gets a good look. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 7 assists in the game. Garland against Middleton. Here's Lillard. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
Here's Thompson. Second chance shot. Out to Garland. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Jacks up a three. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Cleveland leading by 7. Merrill, right side. Out to Garland. Pass to Merrill. Three-pointer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. He got a piece of it. Here's Garland. Now here's Mobley. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Thompson. Strus comes in for Okoro. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Merrill. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The baseline, Jay. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
You know, Giannis wants to get a few steps closer, but he's worked really hard to make this mid-range shot more consistent.
The drive by Garland. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Such a wide open look.
Nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
And he drives in. Out to Mobley from behind the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Middleton finds Lillard. Mobley with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And Cleveland making a change here. Niang's checked in. Antetokounmpo for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside Mitchell. A deep 3. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
The moment they hit that last shot, Lillard wanted one of his own. He was determined and undeterred to strike right back. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Garland, the pass to Strus. No good on the 3. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Oh, what a make by Garland. That takes ice water veins to get done.
Jackson on the wing. Out to Lillard. Fires from deep. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
Here's Garland. And it's in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
From deep, Mitchell. Cleveland the rebound. From deep. Knocks it down from distance. And it's an 8-point Cleveland lead. And so the Cavaliers take the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to
among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. It's tipped. 4 on the shot clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Just 2 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Cleveland ball.
Here's Mitchell. No good on the quick 3. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Garland, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Okoro shot is off.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Holiday with the 3. They grab their own miss. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Goes up again. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
White, wide open. He fires. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The drive by Garland. Count it, good.
Using that quick first step on his way to the rim. Garland is just too tough off the bounce.
Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. And Holiday kicks to White. And they recover it. Back to Holiday. From downtown. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Cavaliers trailing. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the knee and attacking it.
When you give Garland these looks, he's going to find ways to capitalize. But I love his aggressiveness.
Here's Holiday. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Holiday gets the bucket.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And it's good, 2 points. Garland's got 11 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And here's Tatum for 3. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Garland, no good. The Celtics shooting 33% here in the first quarter. White, good. 6 points for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Okoro. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Allen, a screen on Holiday. There's Garland. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter.
Nice little draw up there from the inbounds play to get them an easy bucket.
Holiday has been on display for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the Boston 5.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Nailed from three-point land.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
Holiday against Bruce. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Thompson, a screen on Brown. Mitchell, Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Over in the corner, Brown. Off target from outside. And so, LeVert will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4-point game.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Holiday with the 3. The offensive rebound. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Tries again. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Tatum. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Pass to Mitchell. Thompson sets the pick for Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Strus kicks to Mitchell. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality if you only play half the year?
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Cavaliers, Jared Allen comes in for Thompson. And it's Garland in for Mitchell. And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and that one's good. Tatum.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Garland.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's White. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Garland, the pass to Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. And here's the fast break. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Drew Holiday said, small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
Such explosive athleticism in transition. Garland gets the pass and takes off.
Pass to Tatum. For 3. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
It's LeVert on the wing. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Strus. And it's White missing. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And stolen by White. Here's Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
It's LeVert on the wing. With 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup. LeVert's got 6 points in the quarter. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 2. And thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Okoro. And it's Jerome in at the 2-guard spot. And then Allen slams it in.
Easy for the big man Allen to get up and throw it down.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Springer. There's the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Okoro shot is off. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out to the wing. Here's Pritchard, still without a basket. And he's good on the 3-ball.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
LeVert the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Here's Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Sinks the three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Pritchard, and he banks in the lane. Pritchard's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Allen's got his second bucket.
Nice job by Allen inside, getting the ball in a good spot and finding a way to execute.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Fours checked in. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. At the elbow, Horford. To the right side. Here's Springer. His three-pointers off the mark. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Now the defense has no answer for Mitchell's leaping ability. This man goes up, and he will put it down on you quick.
Good on the three-point shot. Pritchard's got 11 points.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. A three-pointer is right on target.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Here's Pritchard. They get it back. Horford. Pass to Springer. Nice ball movement by Boston. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeVert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving inside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
George Niang, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Pritchard. 14 points for him. Horford with the screen on LeVert. Three-pointer. Pass to Springer. Here's Tillman. He's covered by Niang. Springer can't get it to go.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
A nice shot by LeVert.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
8 seconds left here in the third quarter. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so it's Cleveland in control with a 9-point lead. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Boston Five. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Cavaliers substitution.
Now here's Tatum. T right on him.
Okoro. Max Strus.
Inside. Tatum.
What hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Allen against Porzingis. Kicks it out to Garland. This one for three. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. White finds Tatum. Tatum on the wing. There's the three. Rebounded by Allen. Allen's got his sixth rebound on the night. And here's Garland for three. Rebounded by the Celtics. To the inside. And finished off by Brown.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The lead is 2. Another miss by Garland. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mobley, he's checked in for George Niang. And it's Mitchell in for Okoro. Strus a screen on Holiday. Here's Garland. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Garland's got 19 points.
And right now, Garland has it stuck on automatic. This man, he's getting whatever shot he wants.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And here's Garland for three.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Brown outside. Down low, Tatum. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And then Allen slams it in.
Nice feed from Mitchell. This is how you get your teammates going.
Outside Holiday. Hands it from downtown. 22 points for him.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Gotta find easier shots if you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
That one goes in. Allen's got 4 this quarter.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Celtics trail by 5. Porzingis sets the pick for Holiday. Shoots the 3. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority. And he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Holiday with the 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
On the wing, Brown. From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Garland for 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. From deep three-point land. Porzingis with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Lets the three fly. Kept alive by Boston. Brown kicks to White. No good on the three. Kicks it out to Garland. Takes it inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Outside Holiday. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
conference rivals set to clash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Middleton in at the 3. Lillard looking around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Lopez. And a miss there on the triple. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, BA. It's 7'2". It isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
Offensive board. Out to Lillard. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
For 3, here's Lillard.
Yeah, on defense, you really see Holiday's quickness and tenacity. He refuses to give the shooter any space.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And that one's good. Middleton.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now here's Holiday. There's the 3. Counted from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Jackson with a screen on Holiday. And Lillard gets it to go.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers, it's almost effortless how he shoots.
Holiday against Jackson. Knocked away. Stolen by Middleton. Jackson finds Antetokounmpo.
In the first 2 minutes.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Holiday. Antetokounmpo for 3. It's hauled in by White.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. And he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Middleton passes to Antetokounmpo. Takes a 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. White, good.
That's what you call speed, being the difference in transition. Off the steal, Derek White so heads up.
To the inside. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break. Here we go. For 3, here's Lillard. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Holiday. Outside Tatum. Tatum, a screen on Jackson. Three-pointer, Holiday. Rebound by Middleton. The Bucks trail. There's Jackson with the three, and that comes off the assist by Middleton.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Foul. Jackson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside White. Boston, no good that time either. He gets it up. No luck on that one. Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing a lot of energy for... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The perimeter pair, White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. Holiday from long range. Drops in the 3. Holiday's got 11.
Always reading the angles. Holiday's able to find his shot.
Lillard passes to Jackson. It's Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just a big-time answer from Lillard. He competes as hard as anyone in this league.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. We want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Lopez for 3. Boston pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
White against Lillard. Back to White. Lillard gets a hand on it. And the Bucks pushing it up now. The 3 is up. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 5. White for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ooh, Lillard getting after it in transition.
On the fast break, Lillard's quickness makes him almost unstoppable. Just beating the D up the floor.
There's Tatum with the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 6.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it easy.
2 minutes.
Lillard passes to Middleton. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Three-pointer, Holiday. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And they recover it. Pass to Lillard. And stolen by Holiday. Left side, Brown. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. Lopez against Tatum. Clock at 6. Porzingis sets a screen. And it's Tatum missing. The Bucks leading by 4. Lopez with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Lopez against Holiday. Antetokounmpo, left side. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Tatum. Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. So Boston ends up going with a new group. He hits the second from the line.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Here's Pritchard. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of this one.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Oh, Lillard laces in a 3.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
4-3, sinks the tray. Pritchard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team spacing.
Pritchard gets it to go. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Milwaukee out front, up by. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Prince is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's DeLon Wright. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris. Heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
Here's Wright, following the bucket by the Celtics. Driving in. Banked it in off the glass. Wright's got 5 points now this quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Pritchard, no good. The Bucks leading by 8. Here's Trent. Offensive rebound. It's Prince on the wing. Fires the 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Here's Tillman. No good with the triple. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Trent from long range nails it from 3. And the Bucks lead by 11.
Trent Jr. so dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations because from the touch, it is out of his hands so quick.
Here's Pritchard. Give him 8. Pass to Hauser. Horford, a screen on Wright. The 3 is up. Again, the miss by Boston. Milwaukee has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. The 3 for Prince. Offensive rebound, Bucks. Wright outside. Hits the three-pointer. Wright's got 8 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Shireman. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Now here's Wright. Give him 8. The 3 from Prince. Horford pulls it in. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Wright, the pass to Prince. Wright outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Trent.
2 minutes.
Wright outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. The 3 from Prince. It's not going to go for him. Boston's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. They grab their own miss. Here's Shireman. Hook loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Tillman with a screen. Pritchard. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. He's got 11.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. Fires in the triple. Richard's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Wright, the pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. Wright outside. Pass to Trent. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. Lillard against Holiday to stop the drought. Lillard can't get it to go. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Here's Tatum. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. 6-point game. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by Boston. Oh, Lillard just owning the paint.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
Pass to White from outside the arc. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Now here's Lillard. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, a revenge triple by Lillard.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard got a good look. is kept alive. And stolen by Holiday. And they're running. White on the wing, defended by Lillard. White, the pass to Holiday. Off target from three-point range. Milwaukee leading by 4. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And Milwaukee has possession. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. Porzingis finds Tatum. Now here's Brown. Tatum, a screen on Middleton. Here's Brown. Outside White. Shot clock at 5. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
Lopez against Porzingis. Lopez passes to Middleton. White against Jackson. Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Holiday against Lillard to tie it up. The rebound by Jackson. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Lillard up top. He's guarded by White. And that one's good. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
White against Lillard. Tatum, a screen on Lillard. White for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 11 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Lillard double team. Middleton right side. Pass to Jackson. Lillard outside. And stolen by Porzingis.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
JT for 3.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
The shot by Lillard, no good. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yep, this is their moment.
Here's Tatum. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively. That will sting a little bit, failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
Lillard outside.
First personal foul, second team foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. Holiday drives in. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Tatum to take the lead. Oh, he buried the 3.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum passes to Porzingis. White with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Porzingis, money.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Here's Lillard. For the win! going to do it tonight, folks, for our...